Hello and welcome to your weekend press TV, live classic radio, 99.7 FM in Bo City. This program brings together 6 hands to discuss and analyze topical issues that are making news in both the print and electronic media. The executive producer for the program is Richard Giva, and Aruna Kama Ispanin, who is the presenter of the program. Abubakar Maskano is the producer. This program Press TV can be heard online on our Facebook page, Classic Radio 7.7 FM in Bo. Where you can send your contribution through the phone numbers 034 034 579903 Orange 079 55390. For today's edition of the Weekend Press Review, well, I have with me in the studio, that's the Musa, of course, has been missing action. He's here this morning to critically analyze the issues of national interest. Could you please greet listeners?
Listeners, good morning and welcome to this program weekend.
Of course, we have a civil society activist who is a pen pusher for civil society movement in the southern region. In the best way, Musa Paka. Musa, will you please listeners?
Listeners, hi. Listeners and viewers, hi.
Thanks, Mustafa. Of course, we have online a US analyst in the person of Festus Williams. Festus, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Aruna. And I want to say a big good morning to Classic AM listeners and Weekend Press Review listeners, viewers from across the globe. And I hope today is going to be another day we'll be able to write and hopefully help in a way, one way or the other, to maintain peace and sustainability of our land. And good morning to my colleague.
We are expecting to join Tomati Hansi online. Tomati Hansi is a social researcher, senior lecturer at the Department of Social Work, School of Social Sciences and Law, Jala University. And is also in active practice as a journalist. We will have him online in this program. Well, of course, this program has issues in both the print, as the newspapers, and the radio and television. Of course, we are online, TV. Well, I want my listeners and viewers to please listen to the ARD Classic. As I told you, the program looks at issues on the radio and the television. Well, I will now join Abu for the news. We have some challenges in there for Abu to have us the news so that my listeners will critically analyze the issues on the radio and television. So we're going to have one of our analysts online in the case of Tommy Hansi. We have Tommy Hansi who will join us online. However, we are moving on. Let me bring the issues that we are going to discuss this morning. I want to start off with the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education has raised grave concern about the absence of teachers in school to teach since the school opened for public examination. The regional coordinator of the free and quality education for the region said he has recommended to the Service Commission for 4 teachers for their salaries to be retained. Well, is this a solution to the problem? Well, this question is for my analyst this morning. I cases in the UK. Festus, do you think withholding the salaries of teachers could be a party or a solution for teachers not to absent from school?
Well, I think we're a little hasty. Ministry of Education is very hasty in coming up with a punitive measure. One thing we need to bear in mind, we've got to be able to identify first what was the reason why these teachers are not attended. Yes, you may have felt, the ministry may have felt they've sent out messages to all the teachers to report back to work. The question is, what method was used? How are they sure that the method they used actually reach out to everybody, every teachers? I mean, communication has to be two ways. What if I sent out a WhatsApp message, for example, to teachers, that's just typical example, teachers or my employees, I've got to expect something by prompting them. I either have to tell them, please, respond to this WhatsApp message in the next 24 hours, in the next 48 hours. What you're doing is prompting them to react, to do something that will make you know, or to make you confirm that you actually received your message. So what medium of communication was used to get through to these teachers? We've got to bear that in mind, because unfairness, when we talk about unfair treatment of an employee in a court of law, these are the things someone needs to look at. You've got to identify what steps are taken by the government or by the Ministry of Education to ensure that every teachers are aware. Don't let us just assume that announcing it on the radio or on television or the other sort of social media on its own is enough, because so I don't know the circumstances of some of these individual teachers. So now if we cannot establish what method has been applied by the ministry, if the ministry has not done something that will help them to identify if all of these teachers did get the message.
Festus, let me just butt in. Of course, you are aware that the teachers were very vociferous or raised the kind of eyebrows over some of them not having pin codes. And remember, the government has got most of them on board as teachers. They have given them pin codes. They were really agitated. They are saying that the free and quality education has been used, but no teachers, and we don't have enough teachers. And President Bio, recruited a lot of teachers. I know these teachers are not now in the classroom to teach. They are expected to be in the classroom. And from what we gather from the free and quality education regional coordinator, the Rogers, for example, there is a school in Namia in Bohia. They went to that school, they never saw some of the teachers. And according to him, went to one of the villages in both districts. And he could not actually give any reason why he transferred himself to the village to teach. So I expecting them to be school to teach. Remember, this is public examination. The school was open. First batch of people are coming to school because of the public examination. Now they have started the MPSC. Becca is there, and WAS is also there. So they are expected to be in the school to teach.
Yeah, Anna, it's so good to. One thing I've always noticed with our brothers and sisters in that part of the world is we're very quick on what we call a blaming game. I mean, something is wrong. Something is not right. If the ministry is now coming up, somebody is coming up from the government department of education, coming up with this sort of analysis or analogy as to what has led to why teachers are now report to school, that shows me that whatever strategy they've applied has not worked. And that's not wrong.
But one of the strategies, first, let me come in again there, and they have a law, is that they are monitoring the schools. They are monitoring the schools to ensure that teachers are in the school to teach.
Monitoring. You just said it was monitoring. Before you come to monitoring stage, you have to set a framework in the first place. That's what I'm saying is missing.
What do you want? What do you feel?
I'll tell you one thing right now. We're having this program on here. Now, the framework for having this program on air has been done. The homework has been done. People watching right now are monitoring the effect of what has been set up. So when before you start monitoring that teachers are, when you want to see teacher, you want to see that teachers are there. Obviously, you expect that you put some mechanism in place to ensure that the teacher will be there. But why don't you visit that mechanism first? Is that mechanism working? You come back to what I'm saying. There's a miscommunication here. Anyhow you look at it, if it's going to be looked at properly, they need to revisit what was their plan in terms of getting the teachers to be aware or to instruct them to come back to work. And if you need to look at what was it that you put in place. Did you send a message out? What message did you send out? They come back to you to confirm that yes, they got your message or not. Before you start worrying about monitoring. Monitoring is just a way to see if what you set up is working or not.
First off, we are talking about communication to the teachers. Remember, the Minister of Education used to have a press release saying that schools are going to resume July 5th or July 1st? That was a date. July 1st. That was a date set for the reopening of schools, and school was open for the MPSC. Okay. So if you are talking about communication, it was well communicated. The teachers at schools are going to resume. Teachers are you should go back to your schools to teach. So it should be an excuse.
No, that is not a communication. That is information for the general public, for you and I.
But teachers are part of the general public.
We're going to be able to spread this. There's a fine line here. Communicating with your staff and talking in the public. And if you're expecting that talking in the public is enough for those teachers to act on, then I'm sorry, that's the way it works. You're sharing information with the general public on how you work. What is the plan of the government? What is the plan of the Ministry of Education, for example, in terms of reopening of schools? So parents are aware, other stakeholders are aware. But at the end of the day, you still need to communicate on a one-to-one with every teacher. This might be some, but I can guarantee you some of these teachers will come up with similar reasons as to why they have not reported to their respected posts. You mentioned things like the pain that some of them didn't get, even though they've been given up employment. And the issue of unpayment as well will play a part, because if somebody knows that if I don't have my thing, how am I going to go to work and ensure that they will pay me? I don't want tomorrow there will be issue of saying, oh, there's a technical problem, we can't pay some teachers because we didn't have their pay. We've had this story over and over again. So it's a multiple issues that combining together. And I think that is what needs to be addressed. The first thing first, how does the ministry communicate with these teachers?
Okay, let me also share information to maybe an area. The Ministry of Education did have a kind of meeting with teachers, heads of schools, that the schools are going to resume. And the engagement with the heads of schools speaks volume that teachers are expected to in the school. So somebody might also blame the heads of schools that they don't have control over their teachers. If their teachers are absent, they don't have control over their teachers equally. What is your submission? What is your what are you insinuating in that direction?
Now, you see, more or less, still driving home the same point I was raising: miscommunication. There has been a breakdown of communication somewhere. Irrespective of who is going to be responsible, who has not done their part, one thing is certain: information has not filtered through to the least position it's supposed to reach. And I think that is what it is. The Ministry of Education actually met with teachers and confirmed a reopening date. Should have happened. You ask me, if I was one of those working with the Ministry of Education, for example, one thing I want to ensure, or I would want to see, is anything I have with them, I want a report back. You need to double check. You go to set another, say, you know what, I'd like to hear back from you in a week's time if you've managed to reach all your teachers. Because you need to make sure the Ministry of Education still needs on them to ensure that whatever process that is out it's filtered through all. They don't know they have to carry it out on a day to day. Yes, they don't have to. If they don't want to get in touch with all the teachers one by one, they leave it they leave it as a responsibility of the head teacher. Then what are they done monitor that the head teacher has actually reached out to all the teachers? If the head teacher is having a problem reaching out to all the teachers, if they report back to the ministry, or the ministry didn't leave room for that of information to filter back to them, then there is problem. So HR right now going to be, I can see that the blaming game is going to be on them. That maybe as just practice said, maybe they are not in control of their teachers, they could not believe their teachers, but the thing is, what is the Minister of Education did in terms of reporting back? What is the two communication? Minister of Education went to the teachers to give them instruction, to carry it out. You need to do a follow-up and ensure that whatever instruction is carried out by them, and there are these just are pressing. You would know where, and then walk through them, and you overcome this. All of this is just a system that is working somewhere.
Okay. Okay, let's just get back to, let me bring my colleague here into the discourse. I have in the studio that's Musa, who is a South correspondent for the Success newspaper, and I have Musa Maka, the pen pusher for the suicide movement in the South. Let me start off with Musa Maka, a civil society activist. Now, you've heard that the Ministry of Education, the free and quality education, looking at monitor, we had and he did make it crystal clear that he has visited some schools, and he could see some teachers taking into consideration and Bola. So, as you said, the activists, are you also monitoring?
Yeah, thank you very much, my mother. Of course, that's very critical as one of our rules as a society. I mean, in this part of the region and so all over, yeah. And I have always said we do monitor, we advocate, and we do some education, we also do some reporting, and we do that. And at the end of the day, because one thing we also not sight of is the fact that when you collect data, you understand, you must have the reason of collecting data. You understand, you must have the reason that I have collected for a purpose, and that purpose definitely need to go back to sit down and look at it, whether the purpose of which you collected this data were really met. Now, coming to look at the issue of the teacher and that of NAMIA, yeah, let's look at it this way. Like my brother, I don't line with him. There's what we call breaking communication, and breaking communication leads to some misunderstanding and grievance. Now, we equally want to know what's the monitoring mechanism, what's the mechanism that was put in place in terms of going around. Am I just coming around to look at this one of thing? Equally so, in their meeting, they ever discuss the monitoring mechanism that they are going to do?
Now we have the Minister of Education, Inspector of Schools.
Of course, I know.
They are also supervisor of schools. They are also charged with their responsibility to monitor. So if you're asking about monitoring,
I think I have the premise. Yeah, I'm not saying they are not monitoring. I equally hope know there is a Ministry of Education, of course, with the support of the inspectors to equally monitor. Like equally ask me as civil society if we are also monitoring, which I have said yes. Yeah, I have said in our own case we have monitoring too. We can't go out there to monitor. You understand? We have to put in place the monitoring too. Coming to the issue of the teachers, like you said, they have meetings with the head of the head of schools or the principals as the case may be. In that meeting, they never discuss the monitoring too, but they table for them to discuss. It was just like a one-man show, because I know I have to come to monitor you. I didn't hide the truth from you. I even hide some information from you. You understand? Because like I initially said, break communication lead to misunderstanding and grievance. Like you said, there was a public notice. The public notice was sent. Was that teacher, or we are those teachers very close to the you? Understand? Come on, I'm coming, my brother. I'm coming. Yeah. Like you said, they are also part of the general population. I said so. Yeah. But there are certain cases in this, like justifying the fact that the teachers should not be in school. Yeah. What I'm putting to you, and for us all to understand, there are times in this time you can have your radio, but you don't have battery in it. You understand? So if you are all rely on the information from the radio, it can also not do you better. I think you know what I'm saying. There are certain times you have light. Yeah. So if you are only going to rely on the information from radio, say people have to listen to radio. So unless for the sake of discussion, you say, I mean, I have sent it to WhatsApp. Is it every teacher that is having a WhatsApp phone? The answer is no. So those were the things we are going to first identify. You understand? Whether you know this message you send out really reach the people that you send the message for. I'm going to look at. I mean, it can be very unfortunate on the side of the teacher at Namia. That equally need to verify because that was a report taken from him, and you equally need to verify from the teacher. I think have you reached out to the teacher?
It was difficult. It was difficult.
Well, so I think to me, I'm not saying we should not, we cannot rely on that data.
We made effort.
Well, so in this case, I think it was about fitting that for you to have a boundary, you have to reach out to the teacher to know the reason why the teacher was absent. But the information you are now giving is all, I call it a one-sided information. It's just an information that has been the information that has been given. So rely on the cross-checking. To me, it's in human equality. Understand? To judge the teacher without getting to the teacher.
No,
Mr. Rogers, I'm not saying that.
Mr. Rogers,
I'm not here discussing Mr. Rogers. I'm here discussing the issue.
I
really do not know the teacher, but let's make a point. I need to have a balanced story, my brother.
So you have to talk about to the teachers.
You that have given all the information, you should have equally gone and since you did not get better, you are not equally going to bring in the kind of, because the fact of the matter is, then if the teacher comes to tell you now his part of the story, I come to understand his also let's say for the sake of the story, tell you I to attend understand this is African setting in which we are. Understand the question comes to again and look at the fact also that the crisis figure, that's a crisis. If the teacher can come back to you, I'm coming. You can my brother, what are you saying? Four people. Okay, what are you saying? I mean, what are you saying? There are four people cannot get sick at the same time. Why is that? How can you be reasonable? Why is it not
like that?
That's what you must have been told. I take it back to come on. Now you start with equality. When I went to monitor the NLC, you understand? We went to Koyema. I mean, as the case study. Yeah, they never started the exam very quickly. They started very late. And what they were now doing, they started at 11. Now, like we are saying, they started, it was not a blame on the principal. They said the principal should have put a place before this time. The principal said, come on. The principal said, I did inform the stakeholders that this is under rehabilitation. So I was expecting them to help me with furniture. That they did not do. Since they could not do their own part of the assignment, so all the blame was to the principal. So that is just equally in the same day. Now they are to defend themselves. Everyone was treated to the teacher because their umpa have not been listened to. So I was requesting for us to continue this kind of back and forth, understand? This back and forth. We are equally good for usual. I'm saying Mr. Rogers is correct or not correct, but the fact of the matter is you need to look at the monitoring too, and you also need to cross with them whether the message they gave to them was properly shared to the teachers. Okay. You know? So we also have the responsibility now to know from the teachers whether they were what was their reason of being absent from school.
Okay, let me come to Darcy Emusa, who is the South correspondent for the success. But of course, I still want to echo effort was made to contact the teachers question, but full time. However, I won't give up in getting to them to get their own side of the story. And we will get on to the regional coordinator for the free and quality education program in the South in the person of Federation to also know what he has also taken to ensure that
taking that kind of
in fact, let me to my brother. Because sometimes let me that's your thing on this absence of teachers from school. Remember, we have the NPSC is gone, it's finished. They've taken the NPSC, have now Becker and Wax. So it's very serious. What is your take on this?
Well, during this month past, that we are to start attending to candidate taking the public exams, I came in contact with some teachers. Okay. So there was a day the guy was not in school, and I asked him, why are you not in school? And he told me, because it's not his time to be teaching. Okay. So there is no need that was his statement. Okay. So there is no need for him to be in school. Okay. He did his teaching on some particular day. And because he had teaching to do, he decided not to go to school. That was his excuse. Okay, that is for the better and the worst candidate. But when it comes to NPSC, primary school, the teacher must be there every day.
Well,
That is what I know.
they have started the NPS now. But we're not about way forward the Beke and the one.
This case will
The Beke and so now we have 4 teachers here whose salaries have been withheld, right?
He had recommended the service commission for the withholding of the salaries of teachers. That is what my readers indicated.
It's disciplinary move by the ministry.
Okay.
And for every activity you do without discipline, things are not going to work. Without discipline, things will fall apart. If the investigation finds out that those teachers were really reckless in carrying out their duties, then I don't think anything should be held back. You see?
Okay, thank you very much. That's it. It was our listeners are listening to the Weekend Press Review program live from Classic Radio 99.7 FM in Bo. Of course, this program is that season and to discuss and analyze topical issues that are making news in both the press and electronic media.
Always stream to Clap Radio 99.7 FM for your weekly review on Saturday at 7 a.m.
Report on topical issues make news in the newspapers and the radio are analyzed by citizen analysts with Aruna Kamara as your host.
Tune in radio on 99.7 or follow live on our Facebook page Classic Radio 99.7 FM for the program.
Weekend Press Review.
Indeed, Weekend Press Review. Well, listeners, we are back. I want to bring in an issue that I wanted to critically analyze this morning. The Native Culture has advocated the World Bank for the Sierra government to be given a $40 million grant for SMEs to boost economic diversification. Well, I want to ask with UK's analyst in the person of Williams. First, of course, this is another issue we want us to critically analyze. The government of Sierra Leone received a $30 million grant. Well, first, I beg your pardon, $40 million grant from the World Bank to boost what we call economic diversification. So, what is your take? A good is not so.
Yeah. Dishing out free money to me is not very good news. To be honest.
Free money not a good news.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's bad for me to teach you how to catch a fish that keep feeding you with fish all the time. I hope that picture analogy or the diplomatic expression would summarize what I'm about to say to you. I think for us, people like us who are far away, that's what we are people can move away from. We'll be so reliant on foreign, something free. Think about it. When you continuously live on something free, you will never be able to think outside the box and think of how do you get yourself out of poverty. I'll give a classic example of a country that has been going through that for centuries. India have been going through that. Who brought about the change in India was Indira Gandhi. She went on national television and said, you know what, my people, if we are to start to make our way and feed ourselves, let us start doing that. But we have to move away from expecting something somewhere. Because they constantly have to put us on a race to try and justify one thing or the other. And I look at India today. India is now going out of their country to help other countries. If they hadn't taken that initiative, they would not be where they are today. China is another example of that. You know, Cuba is another example of that. Cuba sent some personnel to Sierra Leone. You know that, I know that. Now, in the 40 this. They could not even think of that. Now, what am I trying to get wrong with the money? We have to ensure that every one of these free money, let's convert it to be worthwhile in a national economy. We shouldn't be transformed as go to one channel. 80% of some of these end up in what we call consumer goods. People buy vehicles, people buy television, they buy free. They spend on things that are consumable goods. And when you buy consumable, when you spend money on consumable goods, what you're doing is stagnating the economy, even further. Now, if you fix SME, this one is better because there is an immense contribution. The SME contributes immensely to national development. Now, there are as feeder rules, probably actually of economic development. I mean, don't remember feeder rules. Now, feeder rules are smaller rules that come in feeder rules. It's not that arteries, you have lakes, you have streams, they all flow in the big river. So those streams and lakes, with that, if the level of a river will go down. So in a sense, supporting SME is a good way to move the economy. Now, who are these SME? Let's ask ourselves that question. These are people like you and me. In radio station, for example, fall on SME in the sense that one, you've been around not too long, that's one. Two, the station needs some development, so they need some financing to ensure to be able to get them to be able to report, do their reporting properly and in a fair way. Now, we go into the area of the tourism. I know these are some of the things that have been mentioned that this fund goes towards. In the areas of agriculture, these are some of the things mentioned these funds will be going into. The big question right now, how do you disburse this sort of funding? And I think that's the biggest challenge of the government right now. I see it as a challenge because if they did not plan properly on how it's going to disburse this fund, these funds will end up in consumer goods. And these consumer goods are imported goods. And these are goods we produce locally. So, in terms of foreign exchange, in terms of foreign reserves, in terms of the house of trade, we should be also better off. So, sounds good. 40 million, you can do this. So, what am I trying to say? I give you a pound. Use at least 70% of that £1 to generate another income, whereby the £1, even though you use 70%, you end up gaining £1.20. That's 20%, that's 20 cents more than the money I give to you. This is what I want the government to help to ensure that this can achieve. And how do you go about doing this? Some of the things that we need to verify. Banks, financial institutions are the best people to help the government right now in ensuring that they can disburse this fund properly. What do I say financial institutions bank? 80% of us, small businesses, we all have one bank account or the other, either personal or business account. And these banks, they are the best people that knows us. They know our spending pattern. They know the way we spend money. Because remember, we go and draw money. Some people will have money in the account. The bank knows that, oh, this man wants to draw money when he wants to buy a machine. This one wants to only come to draw money when he wants to pay staff. This one only comes to draw money when he wants to spend and invest in something. Another man will go to bank every day. Oh, we are doing 1 million a day. Oh, we 2 million a day. They do this on the daily basis and it's not accountable. What am I trying to say? The bank are better off to assess all of these individuals and then help the government to ensure that those that will use put this money into good use, they can identify them. And government needs to work the banking sector.
First, let me just about it. Native consortium compartmentalize let's say economy into should I say 4 or 5 areas or 6 areas where they want to come, to be concentrated for development. Yeah. Now, we spoke about tourism, agriculture, economic diversification, taking into consideration value-added food chain, and also spoke about empower women in business and create new cadre of entrepreneurs. So, in your view, let me pose this question to you now. Where do you think should be the priority? Even though basic native constitution has compartmentalized, taking into consideration where the monies should be pumped into.
What the money needs to be put into is one thing. What that addressing of talking about things is actually ensuring that all of these groups that are targeted, you ensure that those who will make a difference to the national development from this fund are the ones that we need to target really. Everybody will say, yes, I mean, farmer. It's not about how many people are come forward. It's ensuring that if you have 10% of people in agriculture, for example, benefiting from this fund in the right channel, and we know very well that this 10% will help to generate an economy that is going to have probably another 20% of the value of this grant into the economy. This is where what is more important is assessing, ensuring that those that really will make a difference to our national development are the ones we need to target with this fund. Let's not put politics into it. Let's not say, oh, because these people voted for ABC or these people voted for SLPP, we should focus on them. This should be bipartisan. This is national development. Those that are giving the grant, they give the grant, they didn't call it a group simply because they know they have some injection of funds. That's the reason some ability of economic activity for the country to run the country. I think that is what we need to bear in mind. You're not simply making it a capital country alone, but if they come up with it alone, it becomes a debt that they know will never be able to pay back. And so, giving it as a grant is like saying, oh, this is another charity for the country. So, what is important right now, every sector that they've mentioned, they are equally entitled to it. Tourism, for example, you have hotels, you have the tour operators, you have the restaurants. These are businesses that are probably closed down right now. I can guarantee you. Some individuals might not be able to start back their restaurant without some form of support from the government. Then how do you identify those who are truly and genuinely are doing a restaurant as a business and as a way of living? And that's who can help to identify such as a financial institution, because this financial institution are the people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis when it comes to people our funds. So with the history of the spending part of the business on these businesses, they know those who, yes, if we give them this money, what am I trying to do with this individual? I mean, one thing is to identify those that is entitled, those sectors that are suffering as a result of this COVID-19. Another thing is the framework that will ensure this fund are well disbursed and go to those that will bring about that change, that will bring about that economic growth that this fund will target. And this is where the fact that the government needs to care carefully. And I think tourism sector most definitely requires 100% from government.
Wow. First, we'll get back to you. Let me bring your colleague here. This time I'm going to start off with that's in Ebusa. That's of course we heard about native construction, what the civil society organizations we can do. What was serious. He even came to the time the head, the director was arrested because of being very, very critical of certain national issues and later released. And then he's still pushing. And what happened was that he still continued to push this country to get grants instead of loan, and he went to the World Bank and advocated. And as government had it, we are fortunate, and the local government now has a $40 million grant. So, what is your take on this grant? Now, I asked the investor a question, and when he ended up saying tourism should give more attention in the area of prioritizing the areas that should be pumped into. Now, remember the compartmentalized, where should I say economy into about 4 or 6. They want this money to be pumped into those sectors. But if I ask you now, if I was ask you this question, where do you really think this money should be concentrated or should be pumped into?
Like the SMEs that you spoke about.
Yes. Actually, money is for SMEs.
Good. Now, and these SMEs, these are the people who create information informal jobs.
Okay.
You don't have to go through university to get a job. You don't have to get a master's degree to get a job. You don't have to get a doctorate degree. It takes time. When this money comes, people who have been into some form of business already and who have gone out of business because of COVID must be targeted. Like he was saying, tourism. Yes, in as much as tourism is important, agriculture and the other sectors are also very important. They are also equally important. Let us pray that the government listens to native consortium. If government looks at their recommendations and see the recommendation feasible, and if they because this Edmond Abu is interfacing with citizens, ordinary citizens every day, not the ministers, not the heads of MDs. He knows problems of his fellow citizens. He has looked at this and recommended with his team. So government should look carefully into it. Like something happened in America, I was listening to BBC. A bailout money was given to cushion the impact of COVID. A renowned economist came out and said that money went to the wrong hands. So we hope, here in Sierra Leone, this money does not go to the wrong hands. We hope people who are really in need, people who have been thriving in their small businesses, but because of COVID, they've gone out of business, or business have gone difficult to them, should be targeted and be given these monies so that they can regain their former status. Also, we are saying here, the COVID-19 has impacted very seriously on economic activities, on economic life. So this money, like Festus said, there's no need politicizing it. Let us spread it around equally so that later we'll begin to reap the reward. If you begin to politicize it, if you begin to bring nepotism into giving out of this money, then you have negative repercussions. Mind you, people are suffering. Mind you, a lot of people have gone out of business. Mind you, so many sectors are struggling because of COVID-19. So it is up to government. It is up really to government to make sure that this money is given to the target of the targeted population, so that at least people's economic burden begin to ease. That's my take.
Yeah, everybody should be eased. Okay, that is a very good one. Let me now bring the civil society activists into this discourse. Of course, I have Mustafa Kmaka, who's a friend. Yeah, Mustafa, yes, what is your take? Of course, you witnessed the press conference organized by Abul to let the public know that they have advocated for the government of Sierra Leone to have a grant from World Bank. You are there, and he spoke lengthily about how these grants should be used for the development of this country. But one thing that actually captivated my attention was what we call economic diversification. Sierra Leone we have been known for mining, right? But
Which has not helped us.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so this time around they are saying that let's shift a little bit from mining. Let's go into other activities that will foster socio-economic development. Now let me bring Paka in. I want to pose the same question to you. Where do you think this? What do you think? Where do you think should priority? You think should be the priority of the government?
Yeah, thank you very much. In the very first place, I want to lay the premise like this, yeah, because all for this time, those you have some other people who are close to civil society where they have their own terminology. They call it evil society.
Well, yeah, this is evil.
I mean, I want the people that are down there listening and those that are viewing this program to understand that these are our roles. Understand that we do advocate. You understand we mediate. I mean, we lobby and we negotiate. And it is as a result of our negotiation that they are now coming to benefit. Yeah. And in as much as we are part of it, definitely that's the more reason why we lay down the premise. When you're doing a project, you need to look at who are the target beneficiaries. You also need to look at the activities. So we have now, forwarded the activities to the government. So to me, each and every area is important because this is about Sierra Leone. Yeah. And each and every in those sectors. But the fact of the matter is, like you spoke of economic diversification, we have had so much in the industry and yet that has not benefited us. Yeah. So that is the reason why we are requesting that let us now have a paradigm shift from this this mining thing to some other things. Like Gode was saying for the UK and like it has been said by whenever my both are seated by me here. You know, we have sectors understand, that have been measured by the society that we need to focus on, of which I'm equally a member as a focal person here in this town, in the south, that we are saying to the people, to the government, we're not like detecting the pain, we are like guiding them in the process, because we are also unions, and we do go to interface with people and with the feelings and how the people are suffering. Yeah, there are some people who cannot just talk, but you just do a survey about how things are going around, more especially with this corona thing that we're having in the country. So we have made those recommendations to government that we need to look at that. Yeah, let me take you back to this. We used to rice. How do they call the place now? Tomabom. Let me take you back to Tomabom. I used to remember in those days. By then some of us were not, but that Tomabom used to supply. You understand? So what we are suggesting now, let us begin to really, grow what we eat. We need to grow what we eat. Like my brother said, you don't need to put too much into this consumer, because you go to buy vehicles, you go like what happened in the case of Ebola. We say we are thriving. The economy is. We are. We have an economic problem. Understand? We have financial problem, and yet when Ebola, Corona came, we went to buy plenty of vehicles. For what reason? To me, it's not really justifiable. So this time around, understand, in as much as we are part of it, and again, we are part of it in a way that, we're giving out our suggestions. Like in the tourist industry, you know that this corona thing has hit badly the tourist industry. We have some of our brothers that are, like our brothers here in the studio, look at what they have done. Yeah, when I came in, I saw this kind of thing.
As interesting
so these are the kind of people that need to be helped. You understand? So the money is not coming to say they are not sending this money to go to it, to go to SAP and the rest of it. Yeah, the money is coming for Sierra Leoneans. So that is each and every person has got his or her own talent. So it is this talent now we need to have. I think if we have those talents, definitely, yeah. The issue, that equally brings me to the fact when you talk about this local content policy. Yeah, we are talking about local content, though that is not really that kind of thing has not really met its desired goal. For instance, when there was to be a school furniture store, they brought. I'm not any point. I have no passion and hatred for the Lebanese man, but we have had a problem with him, and we have carpenters in Bo that can equally those furniture. But though the furniture production was directed to a Lebanese man, and he went to do substandard ones. So if you have our brothers, understand, like those in the tourist industry, those in the entertainment industry, these are the things that this money go to work, so that we can help our brother, and that equally help to create what we call job creation. That, for instance, we also went further to talk about the women. You know that our women folks have always been marginalized. At some point they have been left in the kitchen. Most of them that are in the market, and even the market they are doing, pepper. Some they said, I'm not saying selling pepper is a bad thing, but it is equally, they equally need to give them boost up that kind of way, so that they can shift from that pepper tea to another tea, so that can also help the government. Because the bit of responsibility, let me tell you, the responsibility of a government, understand, the responsibility is to see how you can help your people. And now that people are seeing that there's problem in this country and people are suffering in silence, understand, and I want this around to see that we believe on hopes, to support hopes. And I believe to some point, now with the coming of this grant, understand, the government will not politicize it. We look at it from the broader perspective, with the understanding that the sectors.
You spoke about government should not politicize.
Yeah.
Well, this brings me to the point of monitoring.
Yes.
That it requires a robust monitoring.
Yeah.
To ensure that it's not report, because we have seen civil society will start off, raising concerns around issues, but later it dies in natural death.
That's not the point. It's not like that. Remember when we monitor the NACS activities.
I said some civil society.
Well, my brother, I cannot sit here to talk.
Yeah, but
what's the facets of the society? You cannot have everybody to be 100%. Take you back to the classroom situation. You can teach a very good lesson. In that lesson, you will ask, did you understand? They will tell you yes. But if you can ask an individual, what did you say? I'm not being here. Now we make parity now. You understand? That's the problem we have. That is equal to tell you. You can teach people. You can have some having A and some having F. So in that case, you understand? Some people, when you look at group dynamics equally, like you are making how all of us can join in to see how we can remove those bad eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have made those recommendations to government. We only hope and pray that it will have a political will, because the fact of the matter, whatsoever they do, if they see it is not in their best interest, understand, it's not be targeting what is their own target beneficial, because we have got our own targeted beneficial, and that's the more reason we have put on paper those recommendations, those thematic areas, so to speak. Yeah, that these are the things that government should pay attention to.
Before I go to Festus, let me bring that thing.
Yes. Let me highlight problems of our economy.
Okay, what are the problems?
Why the economy is not growing?
Why?
We are not producing enough to export.
Okay.
A lot of the things we consume, we import, and it amounts to balance of a deficit. If economists will agree with me. Secondly, the major businesses in this country are not in the hands of Iranians. They are in the hands of foreigners. Like in many Lebanese, where is the local content? When you have something like that, and it's not given to Israeli now, that is given to the Lebanese. When they make
And he did a very bad work.
when they make profit,
I
do you think the money does not stay here?
I hope the Lebanese will say, we will not say,
Not only the Lebanese, the Indians, the Nigerians, etc. A lot of them, when it comes to businesses, they are in the driving seat. Now, and when they make the profit, what happens? Capital flash. The money leaves this country. But if a Sierra Leonean makes profit, that money is going to stay.
The Lebanese people, other school of thought to say, because of Sierra Leone, the trust is lacking equally. You will give a Sierra Leonean a loan for that individual to pay back, becomes a problem. Are you understanding? So that is the question. So maybe that the Lebanese people also see, because of the trust us, they have confidence in us.
It's a trial and error something. They are not every Sierra Leonean is bad at business. There are people who are very good at what they are doing, but they are not getting the support.
Okay, let me bring Festus into this discourse again. Festus, one other area actually captivated my attention was the area that this money will help to create a new cadre of entrepreneurs. So it's like Aruna Kama sitting here will be called a millionaire.